my name's Jennifer. Today we're going to talk about the differences between two different blushes by the same company. This is the Sisley blush in the Le Phyto-Blush range, the newest of the blush formulations from Sisley. And then we have the older formulation, the Orchid range. And we are going to look at both of them, kind of see which one, how they compare, show you swatches side by side, what they look like, all the things, and then kind of provide some factual information about the blushes, what my thoughts are. I do get some questions sometimes about, okay, well, which one's your favorite? And I'm like, they're just different. And I want to explain that here today, and I hope that this is helpful for you guys. Let's do this. All right, y'all. All I have are like my eyes done and my complexion, a little lip. We're gonna try all these on and we're gonna compare them. Now, I am in natural light today and we're looking at the Orchid versus the Sisley Le Phyto. Both Sisley products, both are blush, okay? This is the newer version of the newer blushes that just were released. These are the older products. So let's start with the Orchid first. This is the coral. There are 3 shades. It retails for $115, and this product is considered a highlighting blush. These 3 shades that are in the product blend endlessly to enhance the complexion and sculpt the face. So primarily has kind of a luminescent type finish to the product. You can see the sheen it has. It's a very mature sheen. And I'm just going to swatch this for you so you can see. This is the sheen of the coral, just so you can kind of see what it looks like on the skin. I have found that this does not enhance pores. It looks gorgeous, y'all, on the skin. Very beautiful indeed. Let's read up a little bit about this blush here. It's a sheer and luminous highlighting blush that subtly colors and enhances the complexion. Its formula is enriched with light lily to add comfort and the softness to the skin. Okay, let me show you another shade. This is the Rose 2 shade. The 3 soft, pearly, light diffusing nuances bring radiance to the skin, and its micronized pigments and pearls provide an immediate glow in a single brush stroke. The complexion is highlighted and evened. That is very true. That is very true. Now, this is the really pretty pink. It's more of a cool toned pink. So just to kind of give you an idea, a little bit of coolness in that color here. And then we have the Orchid 1, which doesn't really have a name. The other one is Rose and Coral, but this one only has 1, essentially. And this is a very pretty, almost brownie color. Brownie. It does kind of somewhat resemble the coral, but that one is a lot deeper. So let's swatch those together so you can see. This is 1, 2, 3. You can see the coral definitely has more pinky coral. This is definitely your more tan shade. Very pretty indeed. So those are the swatches of the Orchid. Now let's get into the Le Phyto. Let's learn and see what the differences are. Le Phyto blush, this particular blush retails for $80 US in the United States. This here, I personally don't like this packaging as much as the Orchid. I feel like the Orchid is definitely a lot, I don't know, more luxe. Yet you're going to be paying $115 for this, and this is $80. So still pricey, but just saying. This is 0.22 ounces, and it is a 36-month shelf life. The other one, we didn't go over that. This one for the Orchid is an 18-month shelf life, and it's 0.52 ounces. So This is 15 grams and this is 6.5 grams. So definitely more product in here, weight-wise. Considered more product weight-wise. You know what I mean. All right, so let's talk about, I have 3 of these. 3 of these blushes. There are 2 different formulas in this particular blush, the Le Phyto blush. There is one that is a smooth, buttery, silky formula, right? They're all very pigmented. This one here, though, is one that I saw online, and I thought I would just adore this shade, this color. But it's a radiant blush. They're all called radiant blush. But this one here has these micro sheen particles in it. And this is number 4. This is Golden Rose. And you can see how it has this massive sheen, almost like a highlighter, whereas the other 2 that I have are not like that. I personally do not prefer this type of product from any brand, anything on my skin, just because it tends to accentuate pores. So the Le Phyto blush in Golden Rose is not one I would recommend if you're looking for, like, if you're looking, this is essentially a highlighter. So just to let you know, if you love highlighter like all over the cheek or something like that, that's what this just reminds me of. It's like a pigmented highlighter. So this is Golden Rose. So if we're going into the actual more, I guess, what would the word be? Almost like a more common formulation of blush, if that makes sense. This is here, Sisley and Rosewood. Now, you can see this, when I swatch, is definitely just like, you know, this is a rosy shade. And when I swatch it, it's just the most beautiful. Guys, this is like butter, yet it's silk. Silky butter. It's so smooth and soft, well formulated. I love this. Love, love, love this. Great for an everyday wear. Shade goes with so many different looks and things like that. But if you need a pop of color, I would highly recommend Rosy Fuchsia number 2, guys. This one here is one of my all-time favorite blushes. The shade is, don't be afraid of it. The shade is bright and it's fuchsia and it's pink, but does it not look gorgeous? It looks so pretty on. There's some, I think there was a video that I did with this on, and I wore like a pink lip, and I just loved the look. I felt like it just made it, my appearance more bright and youthful and kind of just glowing, because I had this really pretty pink on, and I just really love that. So let's talk about this formulation a little bit and what you're looking at here from the Le Phyto line. Okay, so this is a powder blush with an ultra sensorial caring formula in vibrant and luminous shades. What that means, sometimes what they say about these things online is so funny. Okay, it's a powder blush with an ultra soft skincare enriched formula with botanical oils to ensure complete softness and comfort. So yes, I would totally agree with that. I would not say that this one is going to be, I mean, it's soft, it's beautiful in formulation, but if you're looking for something that's not very, if you're not looking for like gold glitter, it's not glitter, a gold sheen in your product. Here, let me just show you on my hand, and I'll swatch these and kind of on the cheek so you can see, but this is kind of the sheen it's going to give on your skin. But anyways, I digress. Y'all have an idea that I'm not the biggest fan of that one. Okay, has 6 vibrant shades and luminous shades. Its transforming ultra sensorial texture is ultra soft to the touch and lightly veils the skin. Very true. It's ultra fine, it's light, but it packs the punch, if that makes sense. And it's non-powdery powder, glides onto the skin. It has no kick up. It is ultra smooth, ultra soft, beautiful. And it is easily buildable to suit multiple looks and effects. Yes, definitely so. You can, y'all, you can just glide right on one time and it's just a beautiful, beautiful effect. Very nice. The complexion looks awakened and harmonious with a healthy glow and a natural radiance. I'm talking like, oh gosh, there, all these really big descriptors, right, that they talk about, but it's really true. I mean, it is a very pretty luminous glow. Without further ado, let's try these on, shall we? Okay, so I feel like this pink and my like fuchsia pink would be the best. They're not like exact, but we'll try our best to match our pinks together. Right. I'm just using a Bobbi Brown. This is a blush brush. And I did swirl it around. You don't really need to do that. You get plenty of product on. And then I'm going to take my buffing brush, my buffer. This is the Face One, Sonia G. And I love buffing this into the skin because look at this, guys. It just works. The buffing brush I love buffing my blush into the skin. I feel like that is it just blends it so seamlessly. Okay, so that is very light on the cheek. What do you think? What do you think? Okay. Now let's try, I'm going to have to use multiple brushes here. And I'll wipe them off with my other one. So now I'm going to take a KZ, what is this? KZ4 cheek brush. And we're going to use this. And I'm going to swirl. And then we're going to apply over the cheek. This one's a little bit lighter in pigmentation, so you don't have to be as careful. You know how I was like super careful with this one, kind of didn't like very light-handed, right? Well, I didn't want like super fuchsia cheeks, but this one you can definitely have a little bit more. You don't have to be as careful with it, if that makes sense. It's a little more seamless in application. Specifically, if you're just looking for something really naturally pretty. I don't know which one I like better. They're different looks, y'all. Okay, I kind of like this one. I love the little orchids. I think they're so pretty. I think they're really pretty. They're a little bit more sheer, yet you're gonna get more of a pop here with this blush here. So if I continue to apply, I mean, I still have stuff on my brush, so I'm just showing you how this can build. I mean, look at that. And it's what I love, and let me just tell you what I love about this is that it's real soft. It's just a soft wash. This has more of that highlight effect. This is definitely more satin, right? You're gonna get more of a satin look here. And then you're gonna get more of this. It's not like this is almost like an angelic glow. There you go. So 2 different pinks on the face, Orchid and definitely the Le Phyto. This is Rosy Fuchsia. This is Rose. You'll have to let me know which ones you like in the comments below. I mean, they're different, guys. I mean, they are different, right? So you're gonna have a little bit of variation, and I like them for different things. So I'm gonna take these off and then reapply my foundation, and we'll get back to it. Okay, so I took that off, I reapplied my foundation and powder, and now we're gonna go in with the Orchid Coral. Now the Orchid Coral is really pretty. It has this very nice, it has some pink too. It's like a pinky coral, right? So I just wiped off my brush, and I am going to use the Bobbi Brown one that we were talking about before. And you can see, ooh, that packs a punch. This one is definitely a little bit more powdery than the other one, but it's not, it's this fine powder. So this is the Orchid and Coral. I got a little heavy-handed with it, but we can just blend that out a bit. Blends so well. I mean, even after applied, it still blends, and you can shear it out some. Next, we're going to use the shade I don't really like that much. I mean, it's a matter of preference, right? This one is for Golden Rose, but I felt like it matched the coral more than anything else in my collection. So this is the Golden Rose that we're going to use. So I don't know if you can see that sheen it gives. It's almost like I have a gold highlighter. It definitely has a gold reflect to it. I'm not the biggest fan of this, just personally for me, but it's kind of pretty. I mean, it's not too gold yet. I think I would use it more as like a topper from like a highlighter perspective. So if I used this per se, I'm going to use this on top of this as an accent, a gold highlight accent. What do you think? That's where it works for me personally. This is a little too disco ball-y for me, but those who may love a good, really beautiful sheen to the skin from a blush perspective, this one may be for you. There is one more shade that they do make. I think it looks more like a highlighter though, that is in this particular formulation, has that really strong sheen and almost very micro glitters in the formulation. And when I say glitter, it's more of like sparkles, really small sparkles. So which one do you like? Do you like this with the other one on top? I think that's how I like this best. And I probably will wear this like this. Very pretty. This one's almost just too gold for me. Maybe too light too. What do you think? The last two that we're going to compare are Rosewood, which is a little bit more rosy than this one here, which is the L'Orchid one. L'Orchid one is definitely going to be more tan. This one's definitely going to have more of that rose satin appearance. They're not really similar at all, but those are the last two I had, and that's how it kind of ended up. So let's go ahead and we use a Rephr 04 for the Sisley, and this is Rosewood. And just to kind of show you the pigmentation pickup on the brush, I like to tap off just in case, and then we're going to apply here. And then I just love a good buff. But look how just beautiful that looks on the skin. Doesn't that just look pretty? I really love the Rosewood shade. I think it's just a really pretty everyday shade. Let's go in with L'Orchid 1. And we are going to use, I'm going to try to find what I haven't used yet. Okay, a Rephr 05. So just a little bit bigger of a brush here. I'm going to apply here. And you can see how different in pigment this is. Definitely a little bit more brown, a little bit more coral, tawny. That's how it is. It's more tawny. L'Orchid 1, and this is the Rosewood in Le Phyto. So you see how this is definitely more tawny, a little bit of a sheen or glow, but you also have this really pretty, almost lit from within glow over here too. The finish the finish is just so pretty. I love them both, you guys. How do I explain that I can't pick a favorite? People are asking me to pick a favorite, and I'm like, I can't pick a favorite. They're just so beautiful and all unique in their own ways. Now, I will tell you that that one, the number 4 in Golden Rose, I would not pick this up again. That's just me. But I hope that that this video does help you in deciphering what you like in a blush, what you're wanting in a blush. If you're wanting something a little bit more sheer, foolproof, easy to go on, I would definitely go with the Orchid blush. They're pricier. I think the packaging is more beautiful, and you're getting more product weight-wise in this particular packaging. I think that this is a more natural looking blush. If you want something that is more, is going to pack more of a punch, and you want something that is just your everyday, just gorgeous shade, Rosewood is where it's at. It's a beautiful shade. Definitely just, it's like a lit from within glow. It looks like you're radiating just joy. I just love these. So these, that's what, you know, if you're looking for something with that's a good pop of color, these are great. They're more pigmented and definitely have that wow factor from that perspective. A little bit more, it takes a little bit more to work with, more than this, because you do have that pop, right? You're gonna have to blend it just a little bit more, but that's with anything that has more pop, you know? What else? Yeah, I think if you're looking for a good pink, that rosy fuchsia is one of my favorites. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. The rosy fuchsia is this, especially for summer, spring and summer, gorgeous. Now, if you're looking for something with that's pink but not that pink, this one. This is lovely. It just looks so good with so many looks, and I just really, really adore this particular one. It's just, I don't know, it just makes me happy. And then, you know, with the ones that have these, you can definitely like dip in certain places in here and get more of a highlighter type effect. So if I just wanted to use this, say on top of the cheeks, I could apply this right here and get more of a highlight glow effect. And it's super soft, super easy, super simple, and I like the versatility. You know, versatility of this. You're getting 3 shades in one, whereas Le Phyto, you're getting 1 single shade, which, you know, it's all a matter of preference. So anyways, I hope that this is very helpful for y'all, in that if you're looking at the Le Phyto, or if you're looking at the Le Phyto blush or the Orchid, it helps you kind of decide which one to go for if that's something that you're looking at and cannot decide. I know it's hard. It's so hard to decide. I couldn't decide, obviously, but I hope that this provides some value and provides some distinction of, you know, one over the other in what your preferences might be and what you're looking for. So yeah, I am so happy that you guys are here. I invite you to subscribe, like, and comment on this video. That helps me out here as a content creator. I just very much appreciate it. Let me know which one's your favorite. Which one do you like best? Do you have these? Which formula is your favorite? All the things below. Thank you guys again for watching. I'll leave my latest video right here, and I'll see you there. Bye, y'all.